Thanks for joining me. Just doing some really intense yoga poses. And a lot of times when I'm doing these more intermediate and advanced yoga poses, people comment on them and say, "Oh, how do you build up to those poses?" And there's two answers really to that. One is time, practice. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of time. I didn't come into practicing yoga being able to do all these intense moves. In fact, I remember coming into some of my first classes and being intimidated by other people and what they could do. And that's a very real feeling. However, I came to realize that, as we say, there's no winning in yoga, there's no goals in yoga. Yoga is just a matter of practicing and showing up for yourself and nobody else every day. So practice is how I try to move forward with everything in my life. The other thing that I do to help my intermediate and advanced poses are core drills. And so if you practice with me, you know that I like to tuck these core drills into my flows, my vinyasa sequences, just about any yoga sequence that I do. Strong core improves balance, it improves strength, it actually can help you prevent you from getting injured, especially when we're doing some of our flexibility poses. So today I'm going to take you through several of the core drills that I do to improve my own practice. So come to your mat, and we're just going to start with our knees bent and our backs on the mat. And I want you to start by kind of locating that central core, imagining an area behind the belly button that you can pull into, and you're pulling everything into this area here. So you want to engage your core, and then at the same time I want you to just gently tilt your pelvis so that you have this nice engagement happening here. All right, feet are firmly planted on the mat, pressing in through the big toe, pinky toe, and 2 points on the ground. Don't let go of that core. So we're going to roll up and just hold here for 5 breaths. 4, keep pulling into that belly button area. 2, 1, roll down. All right, find your engagement again, slight bend, tilt of the pelvis, roll up. 5 breaths. 5, 4, keep pulling the belly button in. 3, 2, and 1, roll down. Okay, you're going to do this one more time, taking it a little bit further. Tilt the pelvis, roll up, hold here, 5 breaths. Now this time, maybe extend one knee or 1 foot out. Maybe extend both and down. Extend and down. Extend and down. Roll down. Okay, good. All right. So it's prepping us for Navasana, boat pose. And so you can lift your chest up, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with that area behind the belly button. Pull the belly button in, engage. You're rooting down through the sit bones. You have a nice straight back. And this time we're gonna move our arms out, starting with our feet on the mat, and then we're just gonna lift our heels up, point our toes, pull the belly button in, keep that engagement in the core. 5 breaths, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Second set of Navasana. Arms out. Engage the core. Pull the belly button in and back. Lift the heels. 5 breaths. This time, we're gonna lift our right leg, left leg, right leg down, left leg down. Right leg up, both legs up, right leg down, left leg down. One more time. Keep breathing. Release. All right. In the next variation, we're gonna lift both feet up, so you can decide if you want to keep alternating right foot, left foot, or if you want to lift both at once. So we're gonna, again, find that engagement, arms out, heels up, lift, breathe. 4, 3, 2, you got this, and 1. Release down. All right, next variation. Arms out the side, palms facing in, heels up, lift. You can stay here, maybe even extend both legs up. Hold it here, breathe, a little shaking is good. 3 more breaths, 2, and 1. Release down. All right, last one. Arms out. Again, do what feels right for you. You want a challenge. You don't want pain. We're doing what our body needs the most. Maybe you need a little push. Maybe you need to back off a little bit. You got to make the decision for you. This is your practice. Heels up, legs extended or knees bent, whatever you need. We're going to hold it here. 5 breaths. Maybe point the toes. 4, pull the belly button in. 2, and 1. Release. All right. So the next thing I'm going to show you is something that I include in usually towards the end of my practices, so this might not be new for you. We're going to take everything that we just went through and put it into a synchronous movement. Arms out. Start by lifting the heels. Engage the belly. Lift up. Maybe even extend the legs. And then we're going to lower down into a low boat and then come up. High boat. Lower down. Low boat. And up. Lower down. Low boat. And up. One more time. Lower down. Hold it here for 5 breaths. You got this. Really engaging the lower abs. Hear the shaking in my voice. Keep going. 3 more breaths. Keep breathing. Last one. And release. Okay, very good. All right. For this next one, roll your hands underneath your hips, shoulders underneath you. And we're just going to lift the right leg up, and we're going to start by lowering the heel down, and before it touches, pointing the toe and lifting back up. Lower down. Before it touches, point the toe and lift up. Lower down, point the toe and lift up. One more time. Point and lift up. Good. Other side. Left leg up. Lower down. Point the toe before it hits and lift up. Lower. point and lift. Keep the belly button pulling in. Lower point and lift. Breathing with control. Lift, last one. And good. Release down. All right, so for this next one, you're going to bring both legs up, okay? And if this is too much, you can always go back to alternating legs, or you could do right to left, all right? And we're gonna engage the core, engage that belly button, hold it in, and then we're gonna lower down, and before both heels hit the floor, we're gonna point our toes and lift, lower down, right before they hit the floor, point and lift up. Keep going, keep breathing. This is awesome for your core. Moving with control. Inhales and exhales. We're gonna do 2 more here. You got this. 2. And last one. 1. Good. Pull your knees in and just rock side to side a little bit. That feels good. All right. Next one we're going to do, we're just going to stay right here, and then we're going to lift both legs up to the sky again. And just kind of hang out here for a moment. It's a great pose. Engaged, legs up the wall, bringing a little bit of engagement in the core here. All right. And then we're just going to add to it. And so imagine that you're somebody who wants to learn how to lift your legs up in a handstand or a headstand, right? And so if we were here and on our mat, or facing the opposite direction, right? We would want to lift up and have control of the core. So we're going to do some work that helps with that. And also we're going to do from here, we're just going to bring the legs towards us and then lift up and release. So we're going to bring the legs towards us, lift the hips up to the sky, and then lower down. Bring the legs towards us, lift and lower. Moving easily with control. Maybe you're lifting a 1/2 inch. That's fine. That's okay. It's a really intense but subtle movement. Keep going. Let's go for 10. And I think we already have at least 3 by my count. Keep breathing. We're halfway there. You got this. 3 more. 2, 1. Good. All right. Next, we're gonna lift up and we're gonna try to hold it for a count of 5. Okay? So bring the legs towards us, hips off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Pull the knees in. Rock side to side. And good. Excellent. Cross the feet, roll up. And I'm gonna do some press ups. So for this next one, it's best to have some sturdy blocks. I use cork blocks. They don't move around a lot. You know, you can make do with something in your house, but you need something that you're able to push up on that's going to support you, that's not going to move around or, you know, be unstable. So we're going to start with our legs crossed, and we're going to place the blocks to either side of our hips. We're going to place our hands on the blocks. All right, and we're gonna start by leaning forward and then lifting up, lifting our hips up. Okay, so lean forward, lift the hips back, and then down. All right, that's it. Feet don't have to come off the mat yet. Same thing. Lean forward. This time we're gonna go for 5 breaths. Lift the hips up. 1, 2, keep going. 4, and 5. Release down. This one is so hard for me. All right, let's do it again. Lean forward. Lift the hips up and back for 5, 4, pull the belly button in, 2, and 1. Lower down. All right. Last time with the legs bent, maybe you lift the feet off the ground this time. Lean forward, hips up and back, 5, 4, lift up, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew, it's a tough one. All right, you can do another set with your legs crossed, or try one with straight legs. So, same basic concept. We're going to lean forward. We have the blocks supporting us, and then we're gonna lift our hips up and back. And I'm not lifting my legs off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, all right. Take a breath. Feel all that heat and energy firing up. It's good. Let's do this one more time. Again, you can decide whether you want straight legs or keep the knees bent. It doesn't matter if you are here with no lift or here. It doesn't matter. What you need to do is think about what you need today. What do you want today? What is best for you and your body today? Forget the ego, forget the winning mentality. You're just here for you. All right, last time, wherever you need to be, fold forward, lift the hips up and back, maybe point the toes, maybe float. 2, and 1. Release. Let's remove the blocks. Let's lay down for a minute. Reach your arms above you, feet below you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Pull both knees in. Pull the knees towards you. And then let the left leg float to the mat. Pull the right knee in a little more. And then extend the right arm out to the side and use the left arm to gently move into a supine twist. Gaze is on the right fingertips. 5 breaths. Two more. And release. Float the right leg down. Bring the left knee in. Gently pull the left knee towards you. And then extend the left arm out and use the right arm to guide the knee across the body. Gaze is to your left. Supine twist. Two more breaths. And release. Bend both knees. Roll your shoulders underneath you. Bring your heels back so that your fingertips graze your heels, and then lift the hips up for bridge pose. You can interlace all 10 fingers underneath you if you've been practicing for a while and you're comfortable here. Feels good after all that core work. And release down. Take a breath here. And then you can take another bridge, maybe take wheel to really stretch out the abs. Whatever feels right for you. Two more breaths in bridge or wheel. And lower down. Pull your knees in, cross your feet, roll up to a seated position. All right, I hope you enjoyed these drills. Your core may feel a little tighter, a little stronger. Feel free to practice these throughout the week to build even more strength and stability. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.